Good morning, everybody. All right. Oh, you know it's a good time when we hear that song start up. Yo, there it is, dude. Happy Sunday, everybody. Man, they did a good job with the score in this game. My only request would have been a couple different songs that rotated, but still good music regardless. Yo, good morning, everyone. Welcome in here, dudes. Dudes and dudettes. Hope we're feeling good today. We did finish Zelda yesterday, yep. Right? A little bit ahead of schedule. So I didn't end up being here as long as I had originally planned yesterday. And it was good. Good. It was good. I'm very, very pleased with how that all ended up working out. That game was fun. The game was a lot of fun, and I'm actually inspired to play more of it. Because I think now that I've played it for the story and stuff, I think there's some potential for it to be a really good strategy game that I could really sink my teeth into and like pull all the levers and push all the buttons and try to create like super overpowered characters on the hardest difficulties. It could be fun, I think. Stuff that I never really did with the older Hyrule Warriors games. I don't know. We'll see. I'm actually currently playing Dragon Ball Z in my free time, so I don't really have much time for a game anyways. This Goomer will shine eventually. This Goomer will shine eventually. Yo, I hope you feel better soon, Soulspire. Sorry to hear it, buddy. Sorry to hear you. Loving the chat. Hope you feel better soon, Soulspire, man. How did it end? Really well. Really well. It was a cool story, man. Really, at the end of the day, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment was a story about Zelda. What was Zelda doing during the events of Tears of the Kingdom? And they told the story well. It was fun. It was interesting. It was cool. And they wrote Rauru as like the best. Rauru is probably my new favorite Zelda character next to Kalamo, the Korok. Rauru was really, really fun to just be around in that game. His character, the way that they portrayed his emotions, the way that they portrayed him dealing with the death of his queen, they seriously did such a good job with that character, dude. I had so much fun playing that game. Yeah. Yeah, good ending, good story, fun battles. Played it all on the easiest difficulty, and it was the best decision I probably made in a long time as far as stream games. Because I'm always a challenge seeker, and I always feel so stupid when I like lower the, like, not stupid, but like I always feel like I'm not challenging myself if I lower the difficulty knob to easy. So like I was playing the other Hyrule Warriors games on normal difficulty. But I think the decision to play Age of Imprisonment on easy was probably the best decision I made for the whole playthrough. Because it was just so relaxed. We just got to sit back and chat. And I wasn't so distracted that chat couldn't interact with me. And I wasn't like stressing out while playing. And like, listen, sometimes that's fine. I don't mind being in that position sometimes. Specifically with like platformers. Right? Like I like gaming frustration is healthy, and I like gaming frustration. But like The decision to play that game on easy mode felt like the right decision for the show, for the channel, for all of you, for my enjoyment of the game. It was nice, man. I'm really happy I decided to play it that way. Plus, now we get to play Pokemon today, which is super nice. And we would definitely still be playing Hyrule Warriors if the difficulty was higher. I think so. Maybe not. Maybe we would have just got an extra long boy yesterday. But it would have been, we would have played for another 5 or 10 hours, I'm pretty sure, so. Yo, we streaking out here? We streaking out here? All right, let's see what we were doing. Let's see what we were up to. Let's see what we were up to last. So we are here today to do more post-story content. Welcome in here, everyone. If you're over on YouTube, good morning and enjoy the Pokemon show today. We will be playing some Kirby Air Riders later in this VOD. So if you're new out there, hit that like, subscribe. If you're here for Pokemon, enjoy it. Kirby Air Riders later. It's going to be a mess and you're not going to be able to see anything. It's going to be a blurry nightmare, but it'll be fun. And of course, those of you tuning in on Twitch, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome in here. Hope y'all are feeling good. So we're back to Pokemon. The last episode, we caught Xerneas. On the last episode, we got our legendary boy. So now there's one more legendary to be caught, to be pursued. We're going to do that here today. And we also have been grinding the ZA Royale. We have to get 1,000 battles and we're not even close. We're not even close. I'm talking we don't even have 500 battles. I think we're at like 330. So we need to go kick some butt. Yeah. Would the story be different if you played a harder version of the game? No, I don't think so. Nope. Pretty sure it just would be a harder game. And we're also doing some more side missions. We do have some side missions left on the map that we're going to be doing as well. I think we did all of the side missions that felt like they had to be done. We'll just mark the Pokeball Boutique. And then what about my mission list? Okay, we have to face the Frou-Frou League. We have to defeat the Elite Four Frou-Frou. We have to go catch an XL Avalugg, and we have to go catch a Jumbo Variety Pumpkaboo. So we do have a couple missions left to do. So since it's nighttime, we can go catch some Pumpkaboos. I think they're only there at nighttime. What is it, Area 15? All right, let's start there. Oh no, I didn't do the mystery gift yet. Good question. It's for like a special mission. It's like a special mission, right? For a Pokemon or some nonsense. Shine bright like a gemstone. Cool. Oh, Calico. I know which one you're talking about. It's actually in the sewers. Is it in the middle of the road? Is it in the middle of the road, just randomly, Calico? Listen, it's in the sewers, actually. I can show you how to get there. Yeah, I dealt with the same thing. I was like, dude, this is like a fake mission. Yeah, so it's right around here. And you have to, so it's right around here, right? It's probably like right where my reticle is. And you want to go up here, and you can actually walk through into this backyard and go down to the sewers. It took me so long to figure it out. The chat ended up telling me. So yeah, it's like just go a little bit into this little building area and find your way into the sewers. I can show you if you need later. Let me know. I'm sure you'll find it. Well, that's the last thing I needed was an alpha one of these things. I'm just gonna reload. Yo, Alto Girl, thank you for the gift of the pastel pink garden. First sub of the day, dude. Thanks, man. Good morning, Pastel. Hope you're doing well. What? Was I not crouching? I wasn't crouching. Great. Oh, it's because my Pokemon's out. That's why they keep seeing me. Take a break from a game and you forget how to play it. Come on, dude. Seriously, I'm like an inch out of range. I honestly hate the Pokeball range in this game. They really didn't need to dumb down the range of the Pokeballs. Like, I'm not sure. You haven't heard me criticize too much, but it truly is always one step forward, two steps backwards with Pokemon. And it really can be frustrating after a while. It's like they're always making progress, but it always feels like they're doing weird stuff. It's like, they should have just kept the Arceus catching system. It was so good, dude. It was so fresh, dude. Sometimes with Pokemon, it feels like there's a different development team for every game, and that they never keep anything that they learn from the previous games. That's what it feels like sometimes, dude. It's like, do you have different people constantly working on these games? Do you never keep tenure or something? Like, yeah, I heard it. I heard it this morning. I listened to it this morning, Atomic Potato. Nice. It looks like I got 2 jumbos already. Easy peasy quest, dude. Done. Nothing. Sick. No effort needed. What's up, De La Jester? What's up, dude? Forgive me, to be honest, I didn't really get it, but how could I not be convinced by the size of that Pokemon? From now on, I'll nurture my own spirit, so it's big enough to require a jumbo variety someday. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for bringing me a jumbo variety Pumpkaboo. Cute. Little Wednesday Addams. Cute. Kirby Air Riders is a Switch 2 game. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Kirby Air Riders is a Switch 2 game. No, a Switch 1. Sorry. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not ready to face the Foo-Fru League yet. I need to raise some Foo-Frus. Let's go try to catch that Avalugg. Why did it take me 3 in-game days to complete that mission? Most people said that mission took them a long time. Don't feel bad. I just got super lucky. Don't feel bad. I think most people's experience with that mission was... was different than what I just did. Bum 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 bum. Wrong entrance, but close enough. Wrong entrance, but close enough. Dang it, I can't get over this. Not close enough. All right, I'm going back. I did play Hello Kitty Islands Adventures for a good amount of time. It was okay. It's fun. Honestly, the whole time I was playing it, I just wished it was Animal Crossing, because if it was Animal Crossing, it would have been the best game ever. But because it wasn't Animal Crossing, it was only so cool for me. Super well designed game though. Super well designed game, super well put together game. And a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Super well designed game. Nothing but praises for Hello Kitty Island Adventure, to be honest. Nothing but praises for that game. Just I'm not a Hello Kitty fan, man. So it's like, I can only enjoy the game so much before I'm just not interested in the characters. Sorry little Cario PP. You know what I like? I'm just I wasn't interested in the universe. I wasn't interested in the aesthetic or the characters. Bam, bam. Wow, that's a stone edge. Have I ever tried Dinkum? Yeah, we have a couple hundred Dinkums, couple hundred hours on Dinkum on this channel. Exclamation point YouTube, you'll find my full playthrough. Check it out. This Avalugg is actually absolutely wrecking me right now. This Avalugg is destroying me right now. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. It's because all my Pokemon are physical, dude. So I just struggle in these situations right now. Oh. Being in this little corner doesn't help, I'll tell you that much. Get in the Pokeball, Avalugg. Get in the Pokeball, buddy. Stop takedowning me. Leave me alone, you're scary. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. I'm gonna kill this thing and then I'm not even gonna catch it. Please? Thank you. Oh no, this is all the intake. Okay, we're good. All right, nice. Let's go find that dude and give him his Pokemon. Yo, good morning, Bonnie. How you doing today, dude? Good. How are you? I'm pretty good. Yeah, thanks for asking, man. Appreciate you popping in today. Oh, I did that too soon. And our hero was never heard from again. Dang it, I don't know where I'm turning in this Avalugg. Found him. I knew I was close to him. Started a new job, and I'm on an open shift this morning, so I have to be super early. Oh, that sucks, dude. Do you mind asking what time you have to wake up? I used to have an open shift that started at 5 in the morning, so I had to be up at 3:30 and leave my house at 4:30 to be there at 5. It sucked, dude. It sucked, man. I've been there, dude. I've been there, dude. I've been there, dude. This alpha's massive. It should fit all my bird's might for sure. Are you ready, my babies? This lady's the ice queen, apparently. Are you ready, my babies? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty adorable. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This lady was on to something. This is cute as hell. This is exactly what I wanted to see. My dreams come true. Let me take some photos. I'll need to post this on all my socials. Okay.
30 months spending my mornings in the most wonderful community. Thank you for all that you do. Cheers to 30 more, dude.
Yo, Raina be coming with the tier 2 for 30. Let's go, baby. The tier 2. Enjoy that extra tier of emotes, homie. Thanks for sticking with us, man. And I'm gonna Uno reverse card you. Cheer for all that. Thank you for all that you do. There's not many people out there that I know that put as much love and care into the communities that you engage with. And that's really cool, man. And it should be noted and it's appreciated. I also would like to remind you that you're more than that. And just having you around and your energy is also super dope. And I hope you never feel obligated to do anything out of your comfort zone, whether here or anywhere else. And that I hope you just truly don't, you know, your viewership is enough and everything else is truly extra, and it's a blessing, man. So thanks, man. Just thanks for being around, dude. You're pretty rad, Raina B. Pretty rad human being. Look at that blue kitchen table. What's up, Wolf? Wolf. I would use an Avalug as a kitchen table. That would be sick. That would be sick. Got one last villager to move out, and all my all mice ACNH island is complete. Dude, sick. Slick. Ryan Perp, you've been ACNH grinding, dude? Are you getting ready for the update, man? We just did a big Discord overhaul, everyone. Go check out the Discord, ! Discord. Check out the overhaul, see if you like it. If you're not somebody who frequents it daily, let us know what you think. We just cleaned it up. Massive overhaul. I think I deleted over 20, 30 channels last night. Gutted. Completely gutted. Everything. Gone. Bye-bye. Fresh start. Prepping to be update ready. Nice. That's a lot of channels. Oh yeah, we gutted everything. I'm done with the clutter. And then we'll just rebuild as we need. So yeah, it's nice change. Nice little spring cleaning session, you know. All right, besides for the Foo League, we have a couple big battles to do that involve the like High Rollers Cafe and stuff. So now I think we did round 1 and round 2. Yeah, I think we did the battles at Leia and then Lena. And I think now the battles at Sushi High and then Lei Wow. That's the 3-star. Right. Yeah. So Lei Wow's left. That's 10 battles, like level 65s, brutal, gauntlet, no healing. Then the Sushi High Rollers, where you fight multiple people at once, like 3 trainers at the same time. You're getting triple teamed on. And then I don't know what's going on at the Looker Bureau. Let's go see what's going on over here. Yo, what's up? What's up, Mimi? Hey, what up, CK? Good morning, dude. Mimi seems interested in your Dion site. Oh, this is the new mission. Mimi must be sensing some kind of psychic energy. He can telepathically pick up thoughts and feelings and transmit them to another person. Using telepathy takes a lot out of Mimi, so I've asked it to hold back. But even so, sometimes it happens to pick up something, like just now. I wonder what it's detecting. Maybe that the on-site you've got is imbued with some kind of strong emotion. Why don't you follow Mimi and see where it's headed, Hylian? No thanks. We'll deal with this Pokemon later. We'll deal with this Pokemon later. No thanks. Bam, ba bam, ba bam, ba bam, bam, bam. Do 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 do. All right. Dude, I still love my Knoll fit. And the Great British Bake Off was sad. Another season down. We have to wait another year for more Great British, dude. What a fun season. Probably my favorite season so far, next to the season with Jürgen. Because Jürgen was just such a legend. We meet again, my young friend. Today, we're filming a kaiju movie. The story is this. An ancient Pokemon is brought back to life and goes on a rampage. In order to get the right feel, we need footage of the king of the ancient world, Tyrantrum. But I'm told the only way to accomplish this is by paying a small fortune for a fossil and reviving it. So that's why I've been waiting for you. If you ever manage to revive a Tyrant from a fossil and evolve it into a Tyrantrum, please help us capture some footage of it. If you agree to help us, I'll even let you in the film as an extra, of course. Dude. Maybe I don't have to take it out of my box. Let's see. Oh, probably. I should have one in here somewhere, though. Here he is. Honestly, this Pokemon's pretty badass. Like, to be fair, this is probably one of the best fossils they ever made. It's pretty sick looking, dude. You really have a Tyrantrum with you? Then I can assume you're willing to help us with the shoot. I knew I could count on you. All right, here we go. These always turn out super silly. All right, everyone, let's do this. Lights, camera, action. What is that? Just look there. Nice, the camera shake effect. Some Spielberg effects here. It's a monster. It's headed this way. Is my character about to punch him in the mouth? Cut! Come on, now's not the time to try and get cuddles from your trainer. What are you trying to do, charm the audience? Director, in spite of its fierce looks, I think Tyrantrum actually can learn the move Charm. I guess even that vicious temperament doesn't stop it from being a cuddle bug with its trainer. What? That means it can be in the same scene. It can't be in the same scene as its trainer. But wait, hold on a moment. An ancient Pokemon forming a bond with a human. Yes, I think it could work. Are you sure, Director? I don't think we've had a single shoot where we've stuck to the script. Worry not. The theme of our films is no longer the terrifying reality of wild Pokemon. It is now coexisting with wild Pokemon. All of our footage showing the heartwarming sides of Pokemon fits perfectly with this new theme. And I dare say it's a better fit for the Lumiose than focusing on the terror. Yes, this is going to be a huge hit. I can feel it. And we were able to make this this pivot only due to your help. You have my thanks. So give me some of that Spielberg money then, dude. Wow, 5,000 bucks, that's it? Wow. You might as well just spit it in my palm and give me a handshake, buddy. I think that's the last one of those missions. We have 115 out of 117 done. Sick. All right, let's go to... Wait, do we have our... What's our ticket? Ooh, we're at 46 out of 50,000. We're so close to our next match. All right. So that's cool. So we have some time to burn until nighttime because I don't feel like using the... I don't usually use the whole switch. Like, I don't use the bench. I don't really need to do all that. Don't need to do all that. There's plenty of stuff for me to do running around the city waiting for nighttime to show up. Like Mabel's research. Like going and catching me some more ice types back at Area 12. Let's go. Let's go catch us some more ice types real quick. Does someone here in ACNH have an island named Only Fins? That's a good name for an island, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's go catch some mons. Dang it, he saw me last second there. He saw me last second. Okay, chill, buddy. It's really not like that. You're charging yourself up and everything, dude, yeah? I think you could, Dazabound. I think all of the little cutscenes that involve Pokemon can be done with shiny versions. Because I learned from the community that people did it, the Badoo one. There's like a Badoo contest, and you can do it with a shiny one. So, yeah, it's interesting because, like, it almost makes me feel like a lot of these side missions would have been better to give us late post-game so that we could have had time to catch shinies and stuff and, like... I don't know, I just wish... That would have been cool. It would have been cool to do that, like with Badoo, you know? Okay, alright, go. Why don't you go somewhere else? Freaking jerkwad. Stop. You got in my way, dude. What the heck? Somehow I got a second Pokeball. Yo, good morning, Jitterbug. Good morning, Gemini. Good to see you here, dude. What's up? Majinx, good morning. The thing that this game throws me off is that in Legends Arceus, dodge rolling was still counted as stealth. But in this game, if you dodge roll, you actually make noise and the Pokemon can hear you. And this throws me off a ton with catching Pokemon because I go to dodge roll to get into into position. You can't do that in this game. Dodge rolling doesn't... That's not how this game works. Dodge rolling isn't still stealth. Yeah, Dazabound, I agree with that. Honestly, Arceus had a similar problem with sorting through Pokeballs. You remember that? By chance? Yeah, like, Arceus had the same problem with having, like, way too many things to, like, scroll through. If you didn't perfectly set your inventory up, you would be screwed. Like, it was real rough in that game. I remember, like, I would have to go and set my inventory up perfectly to make sure that I could do stuff fast in that game. All right, 2 more. Come on. Come on, come on. All right. I'm just gonna run through and whip some Pokeballs. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, see you later. Yeah, that would have been perfect random reject. I'm playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot right now, and anytime you open up your menu to choose your special attack time slows, and it's so nice. It's so nice to give you a quick second to think and be like, how do I use, you know, which attack should I choose? Yeah, that's actually that would have been literally perfect, right? All right, ice Pokemon are done. Let's go catch dragon types. Honestly, there's a bunch of Dragalges here usually, but I don't know if the baby form is a dragon or not. I know where to catch Goomies and Dragalges, the baby form. Oh, Noibats. Are Noibats a dragon yet? I don't think they are. Skrelp isn't, sadly. Oh, Noibat is a dragon. Oh, nice. I can just go smoke a bunch of Noibats. Okay, sick. Rosalind Faust. Sorry I've been MIA. I've been work has been keeping me busy. No problem, Rosalind. It's good to see you here today, man. Never need to apologize about missing streams, all right? Never need to apologize about missing streams. Just happy to have you here whenever you get a chance to visit us. Thank you. Is this the one that has the Noibats at the end of the cave? 3 of them, I think. Or do I need to go to the other sewers? I think we need to go to the other sewers. No, here they are. And then sometimes there's one up here. Yep. Sick. Now, if this thing wasn't an alpha, I could have just teleported back. But because I'm in combat, I can't. Freaking alphas. All right, nice. I think this will do us just fine to get our dragons. I think we'll do this. This will be just fine. Grab ourselves a couple Noibats. Move on. And we can quickly shiny hunt in here. Oh, one of them's alpha. The one in the center tends to be alpha pretty often. Oh man, they didn't respawn. I wonder if I need to go in and out. Oops. Do you have a lot of full odd shinies? No, I think like 4 or 5. 5 of them. 5 of them, not too bad. Honestly, that's a lot for full odds, in my opinion. 1 out of 4,000 chance. That's pretty good amount. 5's pretty okay. I think the shiny charm makes things super crazy in this game. 1 out of 1,000, which it sounds like a lot still, but I guess we need to wait a couple minutes for these to spawn in, or they're not guaranteed. Yeah, it's real interesting. 1 out of 1,000 is a lot to me, but like, I don't know, man. I've been watching people do shiny hunts, and I've been watching people like get shinies, and this game seems ridiculous. I've never played a Pokemon game with this ridiculous of a shiny system ever. It's insane, dude. And it's all because they're static. That's really what's happening, is that because you can have up to 20 spawn and stay in the game, it's changed how we think about shiny Pokemon. Like, shiny Pokemon are very different in this game. It's actually crazy. Like, people spend a couple hours AFK and they get a ton of shinies. Like, it's too much, dude. It's just too much, man. This is where we enter this place, right? Freaking Scraggies. Oh, I need fighting types, actually. I think we're done with dark types. Let's check. Nice. I think we're done with dark types. Yeah, we are. Hey, Tokyo-chan. How you doing, dude? Seems the DLC is going to be some sort of roguelike challenge. Yeah. But it might not be trainer battles. That's the thing, right? It's wild Pokemon, I think, so maybe not. Yeah, we don't know too much. Oh, okay. Did you see a mix of wild and trainers? Cool. I only saw the trailer once, so I remember seeing wild Pokemon, but I didn't remember seeing trainers. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. I think a roguelike challenge makes sense for this game. Sure. Adding replayability and variance, which I like. I understand why roguelikes are becoming popular, because it's actually a lot of fun. I play a ton of roguelikes. And it's fun, dude. It's fun to have random variance, and like you get to do something again and again, and it's different every time. I will say though, not every roguelike experience is built the same. Like, for example, Donkey Kong's roguelike experience didn't really feel that good. Like, it's fun and it's intuitive and it's interesting to some extent, but like, I don't know. I don't know what stopped me from fully enjoying it. I even went back and played it in my free time a little bit, like in handheld mode and everything, because I was like, I want to enjoy this more. And it didn't really feel that good after a while. Like, it's just like, whatever. Like it didn't, here's a good way to word it. It didn't hook me like roguelike video games tend to do. Roguelike video games tend to hook me, but I have yet to play a roguelike mode that's like a side part of a game that like really hooks me. It almost feels like you need to design the whole game around it, or like it's not really going to actually work out. So this is all for me to say I'm a little nervous, because I don't know how much fun this roguelike mode is going to be. Like, I'm going to go into it with an open mind, obviously, and hopefully it is a really cool way to keep this game feeling fresh. But it could also just be super repetitive and boring and not have any weight behind it at all. I don't know. I'm really torn on if it's going to be cool or not. Okay, we just need rocks and dragon types. I'm really torn on if it's going to be cool or not, dude. I'm super torn on it. Okay, 15 more dragons. Yeah, no, that's what somebody said about the leaks, Dazabound. I heard leaks that confirmed that it's a roguelike, but maybe it's also just speculation. Right? It could just be them speculating by what it looks like. I'm not sure if it was a leak or if it was speculation. So don't quote me, but I swear I read something about just exactly what you said. And that's why I was even able to talk about it, yeah. The DLC for this game might be a roguelike. So you're going to go into these different dimensions and you're going to get more powerful. So here, I'll show you the leak real quick. Let's just talk about it, like whatever. It's a little spoilery, but so this is what people have already discovered about it. It's all based off of these donuts. It's all based off of like these donuts. So you go into the zones and you collect materials to make donuts to get more popular, to like go back into it to do it again. And that's why we saw like level 150 Pokemon. Because what's going to happen is every time you go back into these zones, the Pokemon are going to get higher and higher level, and it's all going to be like on a timer. And then if it's a roguelike, the way it works is it's going to have meta progression. So you're going to be able to make yourself stronger, but every time you go back in, it's going to like reset. Or it's going to be like a challenge where you keep pushing it until you can't handle it anymore, and then it resets. So you see how this is like level 120s. Small hyperspace wild zone detected. So you're gonna select a donut, and then that donut is gonna. So you have, look at survey time plus level 5. Like it seems like they are setting up for a roguelike. And then you're going to get berries to make donuts. So you're going to get these berries to make donuts. And then you're going to use the donuts like to get more powerful. Like, so it all is setting up to be a roguelike. 100%. Like that is actually what's happening. But again, I don't know if it's like a leak or if it's speculation, but like, it does seem like that is what they're setting this up to be, is like, you are going to spend time going into these zones. They're going to be more powerful. And then like, you're going to collect loot from them. And then like, you're going to have to do it all again. So maybe it all starts at level 100. And then you keep pushing it to level 120, 130, 140, 150, 160 until you literally lose. Once you lose, you get kicked back out. You collect all your loot. You do it again. And you push as hard as you can. You see what level can you get to, right? That's what it seems like is gonna maybe happen here, yeah. I was wondering how you liked Age of Imprisonment. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun for sure. It's definitely not for everyone, but I was having a blast. That's funny. People are probably pissed. What's up, Gwen? Good to see you. Yeah, if they do it well, it could be fun. Yeah, I just get a little bit worried when I hear roguelike, because it's becoming one of those terms that are getting bastardized. Right? It's like, let's turn everything into a roguelike, and it's like, well, are you sure you're not just creating a repetitive experience that you can keep doing over and over again that actually doesn't have any weight or stock to it? Because the difference between that and a roguelike is a roguelike has weight behind it, and like your decisions matter, and every time you go into the zone, it's a fresh experience with weight just as much as the last time you were there. And every decision you make is calculated, and every decision you make helps you get further along in the roguelike experience until you're either triumphant or you try again. You know, it's like, it's interesting because maybe that's what I didn't like about Donkey Kong, is because the Donkey Kong, it didn't feel, there was no why. there wasn't like, this is your goal, like Hades, for example. Like, there wasn't like, you're trying to get story or you're trying to like beat the game. It was just like, keep doing this to do it. And like every time in Donkey Kong you did it, you just did it to unlock more. It was like, why are you doing this? To unlock more so that you can do it more. Okay, but then after I unlock more to do more, why am I doing this? Well, so that you can unlock more so you can do more. That's not a roguelike. Like, you don't just put a system in front of someone that's like, well, the reason you're doing this is so that you can do it more. What? No, like there needs to be like a reward, like a reason, a story, a game, a finale. Like there needs to be something that I'm working towards. You can't just be like, do this thing over and over again so you can unlock more features so you can do this thing over and over again. Like, what? Like, yeah, like there needs to be some reason why I'm doing this. What am I working towards? What is the goal out of all of it? So I'm starting to realize like developers are misunderstanding what roguelikes really are and why they're so fun to play. There's usually like a goal at the end of the tunnel that's really hard to get to. And you're working towards that goal. You know what I mean? Like, and it's difficult usually, and it's challenging, and you have to really work at it. I never found that in Donkey Kong, unfortunately. I was never like, I never understood what I was doing besides for just doing it to do it. Like, I don't know if there was like a secret, like maybe, I don't know, right? Maybe like after you do it, you unlock like a secret world or something. Like that would have been sick. Like you're working towards unlocking a whole secret zone, a whole secret mini game mode, like something to give me a push, you know? Yeah, something. Like I don't think any of that's there though. I think they truly just put the mode in the game for funsies, which is cool. Just, it was only cool for like 10 hours. You know what I mean? Planet Kitties, like, that's okay. It's okay to just put something in a game that's fun. But it was just only fun for like 10 hours. And I just hope that the DLC for this game is fun for a little bit longer than 10 hours. That's really what I'm saying, you know? What's your favorite roguelike game? So there's roguelikes and then there's roguelites. To be clear, a roguelike is a game that constantly resets with no meta progression. So that means that every time you play it, it's completely fresh start. And then there's roguelites, like a lightweight, a light version of a rogue game. And this is stuff like Hades. Hades is a roguelite because there is meta progression and your character grows outside of every run. So to be clear, I just want to be clear because not everyone knows the terminology and I always like to educate. So now my favorite roguelike is a game called Rift Wizard. I'm going to spell it in chat. And it's amazing. My favorite roguelite is Hades. Maybe Hades 2. I've played a little bit of Hades 2 to answer that question earlier. I played a little bit of Hades 2. Yeah. So Hades, you play Silksong? I have not played Silksong yet. Or no. Yeah, you meant Silksong. That's what I thought. No, I'm saving it. I did play Hollow Knight. My playthrough's on YouTube. But I'm kind of saving Silksong for when I can dedicate my soul to it. Because I just didn't want to play it just because it was releasing. Does that make sense? Like I didn't want to play Silksong because it was the hype new thing to play. I want to play Silksong when I'm ready to play Silksong. Because I know that the game is going to be beautiful. So I wasn't gonna just like rush to play it, you know? So not yet.
Poggers.
Yo, thank you for 8 months, dude. What's up, Shadow Dwarf? Poggers indeed, man. Poggers indeed. What is this question I missed in the chat here? Yeah, I imagine the shiny sound is gonna be behind sound effects, not music. That's a really good question. I don't have an answer though. You know, I never actually played Binding of Isaac. Did you ever play Children of Morta? No, no, no. What kind of game is that, Soren? I think I actually know that game. Hold on a second. I know what that game is, actually. Rate the game so far on a scale from 1 to 10. Are you talking about the game right here, Pokemon? Oh, I do know what this game is. Yes, dude, this game is on my radar, dude. Yes, this game was on my radar because they were obviously going in the direction of like Hades. This game reminds me of Moonlighter, which was also a roguelite. Moonlighter meets Hades. It's like Moonlighter meets Hades. That's what it looks like. Yeah, the art style is fun. That game was 2019. Yeah, I think you're right, Mick Britches. When I said the direction that Hades went, I was mostly talking about the aesthetic. But I think technically you're right, yeah. Convention was awesome. Went on a nerdlesque show in WoWie. It was awesome. I cosplayed Pura. Miss Piggy had Kermit pasties. Oh my god. Dude, that's so cool that you cosplayed as Pura, dude. Pura's cute. Yeah, Moonlighter 2's coming out. I'm looking forward to Moonlighter 2. I think it's going to be really good. Yo, what's up, Runic Dave? This game, Good morning, by the way, Smitty. I don't know. I like this game a lot, though. And I think it's set out to provide a new experience in the Pokemon space, and that experience is fun. I think the good about this game is that they're attempting something new, and the battle system actually ends up being the best part of the game. The battle system is really dope, and it's something that I've kind of wanted my whole life from a Pokemon game. Like my literal whole life, I've wanted to have a battle system that was like live action, kind of like Hunter in World of Warcraft. Like I've talked about this on stream even, and we got it. We literally got it. Like this is it. I also think that the city setting is good. At first, it's like, how are they going to make a Pokemon game in the city? And this is awkward. But it's good. The city setting actually works really well to provide an experience that we've never had in a Pokemon game. And it's really cool. So I think the good would be the battle system. The city is actually really good. The music is, and Pokemon games music has been top tier for a long time, is also really good. I think the bad would be the fact that they pulled away from Legends Arceus's catching system. And while you can still catch Pokemon in live action, I think that they took a step backwards by limiting the way that we catch Pokemon, because I think Arceus did it right. The better way to word it is, I think Arceus did it better. I'm not going to say this game's doing it bad. I just think Arceus did it better. I'd also say that another comment on bad would be, I think I've always thought, all right, this is a rant. This is a rant. I've always thought that DLC was complete garbage, because DLC usually and a lot of times implies that It was content that could have been in the game that wasn't. And while you can't make assumptions, and while you could argue that, sure, content made post-game or content that was made for DLC isn't always withheld content. Sometimes DLC content is truly stuff that just didn't make the cut. They didn't have time to design what they wanted to, and they needed more time. But I think that more often than not, in my heart, the truth is between the lines. And the truth is that DLC has always slowly but surely been working towards being withheld content. It went from being a chance to experience your game again later in a new light, talking Fallout 3's DLCs that happened later, talking New Vegas's DLCs, stuff that probably truly was extra content that they couldn't quite fit in. But I think nowadays DLC is literally an excuse for these companies to withhold content. And again, we can't really judge. We can't assume. You can assume if you want, but you shouldn't. So we can't assume. So the conversation is moot. And it's like, we don't know if it's withheld content, and we have to go off of our feelings, and we have to go off of our gut and our instincts. And we have to make a decision based off of our own internal turmoil. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the DLC for this game is withheld content. I'm just going to say it. The DLC for this game is withheld content, period. Period. I don't care what your opinion is. I don't care if you don't agree with me. The DLC for this game was withheld content. And I'm just so sick of DLC. I don't like it, dude. I just don't like it. I hate the gaming industry right now for a lot of reasons. It's just so... Same thing with Donkey Kong. The same fucking thing with Donkey Kong. What are you doing? Why are you releasing this stuff after the fact? It's withheld content, dude. Just put it in the game, dude. Just put it in the game. You know it was in the game. You know you separated it out so you could sell it later. You know what you're doing. They know what they're doing. They're cash grabbing the hell out of us. And it honestly feels so daunting. But I'm not a kind of guy that focuses on the negative, and I don't really care. It is what it is. I'm still going to probably buy it and still enjoy it, because I'm not going to sit here and dwell in negativity and get nasty and weird about it. I'm not going to go on Twitter and poop all over people's yum I'm not going to yuck people's yum. And that's just not the kind of guy I am. I don't feel the need to put that kind of energy out there. So while I felt like ranting for a second, that's about all I have to say. And I think that's a part of the bad. That's the ugly. There it is. That's the ugly. And there you go. There's the good, the bad, the ugly. I think this game is innovative in the Pokemon space. I think it's really cool. And I think they're attempting to do something. And this battle system was something I've wanted my whole life. And I think they executed really well. I also think that the music, and I also think that the city is actually all really fun, and they did a really good job. I think the bad is I don't think they needed to change the catching system, and I really do think, for me personally, that just that just holds the game back a little bit under Arceus. And I think the ugly is the fact that is the DLC commentary. That's it. There's your good, bad, ugly. That's what I think about the game. That's what I think about the game. I just bought the DLC. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it and play it too. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it and play it too, dude. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be cool. Like I said, I'm a little worried about it, but I think it's gonna be cool. And the only reason I'm worried about it, I don't ever go into new games like thinking to myself like, oh, this is gonna suck. So don't get it wrong. Like, I'm not worried about it all like that. It's not necessarily like that heavy or serious. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not sure what to expect from the DLC. That's really what it is. I'm just like not sure what to expect. Like, Yeah, Dazabound, right. And it's more than just Pokemon. For the record, my commentary on DLC, if I didn't make it clear, we're talking about the whole gaming industry, right? Did I make that clear? It was just so happened to be in the context of Pokemon. You know? But like, I was talking about the whole industry, man. That rant was about the industry. Pokemon's just another rung on the ladder. Like, didn't. All right, we have to actually take these battles serious. Remember last time we got our butts smacked? I think our team here is actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and try this battle with this team. I really shouldn't be going in here with a level 52 though. Let's just give it a try. Let's save and give it a try. Because we failed last time. Thank you, Cozy, for the gifted to Atomic Potato, dude. What the heck, man? What the heck? You didn't have to do that, man. Thank you. Are there any legendaries we can catch in ZA? Yeah. Yeah, the X and Y box legendaries are in this game. That's about as far as I'll say for now. I don't know if there's anything else. I have a Breath of the Wild shrine question. I can't save scum the shrine, can I? I don't know. Can you save scum a Breath of the Wild shrine? I think you can. Why couldn't you, right? Sure, I think you can. I did pre-order the ZA DLC when they announced it. They moved the date to December because I'm probably not going to have a paycheck yet at release. That makes sense. Yeah. You got to take care of yourself, right? That's why I don't really have these conversations too often on stream, because I don't want to make like people. My goal isn't to make people uncomfortable or to yuck yum, you know. And it's like every once in a while I'll have a real conversation about stuff that I think is important to talk about, especially as somebody who, you know, plays games for a living. But the truth is like, I'm gonna go buy the game. Okay. I obviously don't care that much if I'm just gonna go buy it anyways. I don't think you can save inside the shrine, but I could be misremembering. All right, let's go. But sometimes it's nice to rant. I had that one bottled up for a while. All right, next challenge. Let's go. I played the Princess Peach Showtime demo. Ooh, Gwen. I didn't play the game. But I played the demo. I could tell you that Princess Peach Showtime is short, but fun. So if money is a problem, be careful. Because I've heard Princess Peach Showtime's like only 15-20 hours, classic Nintendo. But it's real fun. It's a blast, but it's short, sweet, concise, done. I don't know how much extra content there is, so you're only getting a small experience. That's what I heard. Echoes of Wisdom will give you a bit more time, maybe closer to 30 hours, especially if you take your time with it, because it is open world and there's a lot of side content. So if hours of gameplay is your thing, you might want to think of Echoes, but yeah. All right, here we go. We haven't fought Gwen yet. Here, this is exciting. Let's see. She's about to destroy me, huh? Level 65s. I bought 3 level 50s with me. I'm about to get destroyed, dude. All right, here we go. Got him. Got him before the Phantom Force. All right, let's send out Pinsir. Pinsir doesn't want to be here. That's not good. Send out my bird to take that Ice Beam. Flare Blitz. All right, my chicken took the Water Pulse, though. That's not good. All right, let's send out Shaboombafu. I don't think Shaboombafu wants to be in front of this. Oh, yeah, we do. It's a grass type. We got Wing Attack. Yikes. That hit hard. Nice, but my Wing Attack goes off first. Good job, Shaboombafu. All right. Beedrill, you're up. I don't know if we want to be in front of a Gengar. We have Brutal Swing. And we have Drill Run. Never mind. I'm making all the right decisions, and I don't even know it. All right. Gallade. Let's see what they got. Last Pokemon. We're slaying right now. All right. Gallade is not good in front of this ghost. Now I finally made a bad decision. This is where we get swept. This is where we literally get swept. The battle is not over yet, man. We're about to get swept, dude. You ready for this, dude? This is about to be bad. All right, can I get a Will-O-Wisp off? I don't even think fire types can be burned. Okay, thank you, Meg, for 37, dude. What's up, man? Can I get a Thunder Wave off, please? I don't know if the Thunder Wave didn't go off. Yikes. All right, we're about to get swept hard. I'm going to detect this attack. Detect. X-Scissor. Lunge. Okay, here we go. This is bad news bears, man. I have to hope it calm minds again. I really actually needed to calm minds. Nice, I waited out its Mega Evolution. That's nice, dude. That's kind of nice, actually. Swept. Swept. I forgot that she had that powerhouse at the end of her team, so I didn't plan around it at all. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot she had that powerhouse at the end of her team, and I didn't plan around it even a little bit. I caramba, dude. All right, we got to bring out the A squad. Let's go. All right, we got to bring out the A squad. Let's go, dude. Zeus. Cheeto. Ariados. Story team. We're locking in. Whew. We're locking in. All right. We want to save Cheeto for Chandelure. That's like what we have to do, right? Cheeto's level 80, so at this point, we're cheating. At this point, we just went from being underleveled and having a real match to cheating because Cheeto's level 80 and he's just gonna one-tap stuff. Oh, Meg Petrowski, of course. Everyone gets 30 days, so it's not even just you. We'll remove it at 30. You know. Now, if you use the channel point redemption VIP roulette, you keep it a lot longer. That's about it, though. I appreciate you, Meg. Thanks for being here, man. All right, we're starting off Bug vs. Ghost. Shadow Sneak. All right. Phantom Force goes off. Poison Jab. All right, good job. Good job, Ariados. Or if Hylian forgets to check, true. Shadow Sneak. Poison Jab. Leech Life. Get that heal. Perfect. Ariados is working them right now. So the 1,000 battles is a special challenge in the game, and it's how you get your shiny badge. Your shiny charm. All right, good job, Ariados. You took out 2.5, man. All right, what are we going out here against this? Let's go out here with our Beedrill and Drill Run. Good job, Beedrill. Let's go. We're gonna Mega you. That's a big B. Brutal swing. Drill run. Wow, didn't kill it. Wow. All right. That's a big bee, dude. That's a wasp. That's a big wasp. Yeah, jitterbug, that makes sense. It is worth it avoiding a self-guilt trip, yeah. I just wanted to say that to you because I was hoping nobody was feeling like bad for enjoying their favorite games. And you know how I feel about that. So I just wanted to make sure you were good. Oh, Leafeon. Hi, Spooky. Nice. Chandelier destroyed, dude. I knew having Beedrill ready to go just to destroy it while it calm-minded was gonna work. Because I know, look at that, it just one-shot my Manectric. Because I knew that it was gonna calm mine right out the gate, so I was able to take advantage of that. That's the one thing about doing fights a second time, is you know what's gonna happen, right? So like I took advantage of that. I was just like, all right, that's our 6th reward match. Nice, some protein. Boop, 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 boop. All right, boom. Let's move this dude here. Let's move this here. Let's move this here. And let's keep leveling up our shiny bird. All right, back to the grind, back to the battles. No, Elementalist. The 1,000 battles is a part of the research. So no, only one shiny charm. But that would be crazy, right? Bam, 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 bam. How many battles do you have left to go? Like 600 something, maybe 700. It's a lot, like probably 650. Bam, 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 Wish. I watched a video about the rarest shiny Pokemon in the game. Rare event Pokemon and shiny Pokemon that are never going to be available ever again. I watched this video about it, and what it mentioned was these group of Wish Pokemon. So apparently back in an older generation, there was like this event during like 2 weeks or like a week or something, or like a weekend. It was like a timed event. All right. And this timed event allowed you to get a group of like 10 Pokemon, 10, 20 Pokemon, something like that, with the special move Wish. All right. So it was like Pokemon that like wouldn't normally have Wish, or Pokemon that like would only learn it through egg breeding. It was like a special event. And what made this event even more special, rather, was that what made this event even more special was that you could shiny hunt during the event. So only like the dedicated few people who like made a point to shiny hunt during this event could get this Wish Egg Pokemon. And apparently it's one of the rarest. These Pokemon, these Wish Egg Pokemons, are technically one of the rarest shinies out there, because you would have had to have dedicated yourself in an old era of Pokemon. I think it was 1 out of 8,000 odds. Maybe Masuda method was around, so maybe less. To get yourself a shiny version of this like Wish Egg. But what made it even more difficult is that you wouldn't know if it was shiny until you hatched the egg. And I think you were only able to have one of these eggs in your inventory at any time. So you had to have like multiple save files to transfer the wish egg over to, check it, see if it's shiny, and then do it all again. And it was like this whole process. So apparently it's like one of the rarest shinies in Pokemon history is from this like wish egg like event or something that I'm not even doing a good job describing. And there was a couple other really good ones as well, like shiny Darkrai, because there's no way to shiny hunt a Darkrai right now in Pokemon history. And the only way that you could at one point was an event, and the event no longer exists. And they patched out the ability to cheese the event. So while people are still able to cheese the other Pokemon from the event, which I think was Shaman, Darkrai is no longer able to be cheesed because they patched it. So like, there's no way to legally get a shiny Darkrai anymore. There's no way to legally farm shiny Darkrai in Pokemon anymore. Like, there's no legal way to do it. You could obviously do it illegally, but there's no legal way to shiny hunt a Darkrai anymore. It's gone. It's over. At least not right now in Pokemon. And now, my first thought when I watched this video was, what about Legends Arceus? Because Darkrai is an Arceus. But I think he might be shiny locked. I think that's what's going on. I think he's shiny locked. Shiny lock is such a dumb concept. I hate it so much. Oh, we're gonna make this Pokemon not be able to be shiny because we don't want you to have it yet. Like, what? Just let me play with the game, dude. Let me do whatever I want to do in the game. Why? Why are you locking shinies from me, dude? Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, no, not this one. You want to know the worst is Pokemon Go. Because in Pokemon Go, you don't even know if something is shiny locked unless you look it up and do research. And it's the same thing with the Pokemon games. It's like, let's say you don't know something is shiny locked and you spend hundreds of hours hunting like a starter just to find out like the starters are shiny locked. But you wouldn't know that unless you spend time outside of the game doing research. And I think that's so lame. Like, and like Pokemon Go's the same way. Like, they'll add a new Pokemon to the game. They'll be like, oh, we're adding this new Pokemon to the game from Scarlet and Violet for the first time ever, but it's shiny locked. Why? Like, why? Like, why? What is the logic? Darkrai's not shiny locked in Pokemon Go. Oh, wow. So you can still get Darkrai in Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go seems to be the only way to get any shinies that are locked from the games. That makes sense. Yeah, it seems like Pokemon Go is how you get shinies from that are locked out of the games when it comes to legendaries. Pokemon Go is just that game. It's like that's like where they house the shinies that are like inaccessible, like legendaries and stuff that like would require you to have games from like 1942 that no one plays anymore, that are not online on the 3DS or whatever. I've done the system transfer from Switch 1 to 2. I can delete the memory card on my Switch 1, factory reset it, and then it's good to be given to a friend. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it sounds like you covered all your bases, dude. Oh, ice cream. Yo, turn around, lady. Yeah, she turned around. What a boob, dude. Why would you turn around, dude? I'm right in front of you. His R3 button on his Switch Lite broke and he can't Mega Evolve. That sucks. That blows. Yeah, I think so. I think it is lemons and limes. That's at least my first thought, you know, not to put on my tinfoil hat so early in the morning. But I think that's kind of, yeah, I think so. I think you might be right. Yo, good morning, Duck Wilder, by the way. Welcome back in here, Duck. Yikes. What up, Flip Toast? All right, one more super effective plus move, and we're good to go. What is this contraption? Just let me get up to the roof, dude. Get me out of here. I'm just going to a new location. Just give me a ladder. Why you gotta make me play freaking Legend of the Hidden Temple to get to the roof? I only make that joke because I'm in the middle of like trying to do enough battles. So I'm like, I'm in the timer. I'm like, dude, hurry up. The time's a ticking over here, dude. Steel type. Honestly, I should have removed the drowsy. I don't know what to do against a Charizard. I don't know if I don't have anything for Charizard right now. Yeah, I just don't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, whatever. Let's just fight. This dude's got a whole ass Charizard, dude. Yeah, we finished Warriors, so you're good to avoid spoilers. Avoiding spoilers. Yeah, we finished Hyrule Warriors. It was fun. Good story. Hyrule Warriors was a game that was a story-driven game. It was about the story. The whole reason you were playing it, I think, is for the story. And so it's good to avoid spoilers in that situation because the story was great. They wrote that Rauru has become one of my favorite characters in the Zelda universe after that. Rauru is so cool. I'm not even gonna front, man. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Pokemon Go adds too many modifiers to Pokemon. I don't want to hunt shiny event hundo regional legacy move Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon Go is weird. It's never hooked me, I'll tell you that much. No matter how many times I try to get hooked into that game, it just doesn't hook me. And I couldn't even tell you all the way why. I'm gonna be real, like I'm not even sure if I know exactly why it just doesn't hook me. I try to really enjoy the game. I think I just have a problem with mobile games. It's really just because it's on the phone. if I really had to listen to my soul. I'm just not a phone guy. I don't like phones. I don't like being on my phone. But see, that's not... The thing is TCG Pocket is a blast, though. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Land hits with Mega Evolved Pokemon. Sure, we can do that. If we can find some Pokemon to hit. Knock out your Pokemon using... your opponent using bug-type attacks. Oh, we got bugs for days. Alright, let's just go to the next zone. We got bugs for days out here, dude. We're bugging. This lady doesn't see me. I'm in this bush in front of her. Look. I'm crouching in a bush in front of her. She's just looking right over me. Oh, I don't see that, dude. Nice. Nice. 2 battles away. Maybe not even. I need to knock out a Pokemon with a bug type. Go. Calico. I believe it, dude. Especially the Pokemon. Bum, bum. Yeah, Pokemon see me no matter what, I swear. Bum, 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 bum. My bird versus your bird. Yeah, Atomic Potato, same. I made that same exact comment, I swear to you, like not too long ago at all. About how, like, I forget that those Pokemon have Mega Evolutions. And to be, dude, Mega Pincers looks badass. So it's crazy that we're out here forgetting about Mega Pincer, dude. And he honestly looks sick. All right, not a bad run. Not a bad run at all, dude. Not a bad run. All right, let's go get our... Let's go do our next challenge match. Did you see I finally caught some shinies? No, I didn't see. I didn't see. You 3 actually took 1 apparently to unlock them. Nice. What Pokemon did you get? I must have missed that. I must have missed that. All right, let's get our A team back out. We're obviously going to need the squad. The only thing I'm going to hold back is Cheeto. Honestly, these Pokemon are getting leveled up. Let's just try again with the B team. It's fun to challenge myself. Let's just try again with the half B team, half A team. Because it's fun, dude. The challenge is worth it. You got a Goom. Oh, I did see your picture of the Goomy. Now that you mention it, I did see the picture of the Goomy. I did see that. Alpha Swirlix and then a Bellsprout. Nice, nice Alpha Snatch. Nice Alpha Snatch up. Just managed to beat the story yesterday, so far I've managed to get a shiny Lucario, Kangaskhan, Mareep, Pyroar, and a Mogul. Nice. JJ, good to see you in the chat, man. And it was free range. Free range shinies are the best, dude. My team management is terrible. I need to make a spreadsheet. All right. Ooh, we're fighting mommy. Let's go, baby. Come step on me, mommy. My clef key should be strong in this battle. The Infinite ZA Royale is great. It helps me forget about Lady Jacinth. What up, 16-bit? She'll Dino stop you for sure. Dino stop you. Yep, Beedrill's going down. We're just gonna sack Beedrill here. Beedrill, just do everything you can. We're just gonna sack you here. All right, Beedrill's sacked. Hope we don't regret that later. All right, Klefki, I want you to come out and I want you to play rough, baby. Oh my gosh, you didn't win. Yikes. We'll set a light screen at least. Set a reflect. All right, at least we got the light screen up. Flamethrower hurts, that's for sure. All right, nice. Got the kill. Got the reflect up. Got the kill, or the light screen rather. All right, we got a dinosaur in our face. That's not good. I was trying to dodge Stone Edge. I knew it was coming. That was a play error, dude. That was a mistake on my part. That sucks. That wasn't my Pokemon's fault. Stone Edge just runs through this team. I think we're reloading, y'all. Stone Edge just runs through this team. It's like, what are you gonna do when 4 of your Pokemon are weak to Stone Edge? It's like, what are you gonna do, man? Well. What's up, Losters? We tried going without our main team. Sir, yo, good to see you, dude. I hope you're enjoying Satisfactory. All right, time to bring out the real team. I tried, man. I made a mistake. Is that Beedrill's name Pokemon #1? Yeah, that was requested from the chat. It's one of the chat's requests. Shiny Ghastly this morning, nice. All right, let's save again so we don't have to go through that cutscene. So we learned the hard way that if you fail one of these challenge matches, you lose your whole challenge ticket. Did y'all know that? And you have to go grind up 50,000 challenge ticket points again. So don't lose the freaking battle. Save first. Save first. Save first and reload. All right, here we go. Back from vacation. Happy to see you playing Pokemon. What's up, Lisa Bear? Hey, man. How was vacay? All right. Dinosaur Mommy round 2. Still going to be a tight match. Yo, what's up, Beach Street, dude? Nice. Nice Ice Fang. Nice. Nice. Good job, Zeus. We're going to keep you out, buddy. You're going down with the ship. You're going down with the ship, buddy. Just get an Ice Fang off. Good boy. All right. Tyrantum. I think we want to send out Barbicle. And we want to Earthquake here. Double Earthquake. We both Earthquaked. Dude, this is just a tank off, dude. This is just a tank off, dude. He used Earthquake. I used Earthquake. He used the fighting move. I used the fighting move. He used the rock attack. I used the rock attack. My team is still super weak. Without Cheeto, my team is super weak to rock. This is real bad. Without Cheeto, my team is super weak to rock. Okay, we got through that. This is scary. All right, Altaria. I'm going to switch. I think we can go Iron Tail here. Why did I think Iron Tail was going to do anything? That was a bad switch on my part. All right, let's charge. Get that special defense. Wing attack. This is a bloodbath here. Iron Tail again. Spark. Nice. Nice. Shaboomafoo! My hero, dude. Oh, fucking no. A Garchomp. Oh, no. And it just swords danced in my face. I need Cheeto. I literally need Cheeto. I need my Feraligatr. I don't think I'm winning this, dude. I think I'm losing this without Cheeto. I thought I could not bring my boy, but I'm being punished. Okay, we almost got through him. Our bird's left. Our bird just has to kill it right away. Bird, go. Just kill right away. 130 HP, one Pokemon left. Okay, not good for me. It's a water type. Uh-oh. I think it's a water type. I think we lose this. Poison Dragon. Hopefully this thing doesn't pull out a Hydro Pump or a Stone Edge. It protected. What? Hydro Pump. One shot. Tag. Dude, I love that these battles are real. These battles are real. I love that these are real battles. All right, I need to stop pretending like I can't. I had to bring Cheeto, man. I have to bring Cheeto, dude. I thought I could go without my boy. Cheeto's just gonna walk through him, though. I just hate that Cheeto's level 80 because it feels so cheap. I need like another water type. All right, I need another like answer to rock types, ground types. Because like rock runs through my team. You have to notice like Beedrill, weak to rock. Emolga, weak to rock. Jelly, weak to rock. Manectric, weak to earthquake. Boss, weak to earthquake. See, like, so it's like super unfortunate, but like my team's just not good. So it's not that, you know, I just have a bad team. The Pokemon are great, but I just have a bad team. I just have a bad group of Pokemon that don't really want to be on the same team as each other. And this is how I got through the story of the game. So like, this isn't going to be like my ranked team or anything. This is just my story team. This is what I chose to get through the story with, and they're just bad. And I just have to have Feraligatr on my team to brute force everything. If I don't have Feraligatr to brute force, then like I just can't get through it. Like Feraligatr just brute forces through everything for me. It's just the answer, dude. All right, here we go. Battling the shiny to get the shiny charm. I don't mind, but I only need 100 points. The fact that I need 450 more battles for the last request is worth 2,000 points. Yeah, it's weird how they set up the point system, Vigilante. It's weird. They almost make you feel bad because like the points go over. Yeah. All right, round 3. Are we gonna do it this time? Oh my god. The problem is Feraligator's going out first, which I don't want. So we have to instantly switch here. I'm switching. Boom. Perfect switch. You like that? Perfect switch. All right. 70 HP. We're doing all right here. That perfect switch probably made this all gonna be pretty okay. All right. Ice Fang. I tried to avoid that earthquake. I tried, dude. All right. What are we doing against Tyrantum here? Let's send out Barbacle again. I think Barbacle actually is okay to be in front of this thing. And we're gonna plus close combat. Beautiful. We're going to surf to get away from it. And then we're going to go ahead and rock blast. No, it died. It got crit. A little bit of a different story this time with the crit here. Let's send out our B to just drill run it out of existence. Good job, B. All right. We're going to save our plus points to build up towards a mega evolution from here. All right, we're going to try to... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I was on a poison jab. We're going to try to poison this thing. We got the poison. We got the poison. Perfect. There comes the hurricane. The hurricane is what I was worried about. I tried to get out of the fire spin and I walked into the hurricane. Now my mega juice is online. Wow, Beedrill wins against hurricane fire spin. Beedrill, you are a legend. This is why I kept you over the shiny. All right, while it's swords dancing, just try to get some chip damage. All right, we die to fire spin. I'm gonna stand here and wait for its swords dance to wear off because I'm a scumbag and I cheese, and when I play video games, I just don't care. I cheese, that's what I do. All right, nice. Swords dance is as low as it's gonna go. It swords dance again because it's wearing off because I'm a cheeser. That's how I live my life, baby. I cheese. All right, Shaboombafu at 1 HP. Dude, no way. All right, nice. All right, Jelly's coming out. Shadow Sneak, get as much damage as you can. Leech Life, heal up. Lunge. Okay. Cheeto, it's up to you, baby. You gotta kill it, and you gotta get into the next one. Cheeto. All right, nice. We're gonna mega in between, so we don't have to waste time. Full HP, mega versus mega. Let's go. Full HP, mega versus mega. Let's go. Bam, 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 bam. And now we just have to hope that it doesn't have a super hard hitting dragon move. And even if it does, I'm going to be using a dragon move against it as well. So this is just dragon on dragon warfare right now. See who hits harder. I'm level 80. It protected. Oh, nasty strategies. The protect almost beat me. The protect almost beat me. Dude, wow, dude. The protect almost just beat me. Because then it protected and dragon pulsed and almost one-shot me. Protect. These NPCs are out here strategizing. And the worst part is I knew that protect was possible because we fought her already. The worst part is that we knew that protect was possible and it was likely because we already fought her. But I wasn't thinking about the protect at all. Like, that's the worst part. We almost lost that to a protect that we should have predicted. Nice, got myself a big old nugget. All right, nice. GG's. Yeah, protect in this game is definitely viable, but protect is always viable. Protect's just one of those moves that at a glance don't feel like they're worth it. At a glance, it doesn't feel like it's something that makes sense to like pursue, but in all reality, protect actually is like, it is useful. It is a really good thing. But in this game, it can feel like protect fails a lot because it's so hard to use. So I still get what Lisa Bear's saying because like, it's hard to use protect in this game. You don't just click it and automatically block the next attack. You have to keep that in mind. See, in this game, it doesn't work that way. In this game, protect is something you have to time, which makes it a lot harder to use. Right? It's a lot less viable. Now, we have a Pokemon to name here. We have to name a Pinsir, and we're going to quickly go see what names have been suggested for this Pinsir real quick. Y'all down? Let's see. We'll name it after a chat member, or we'll name it after something that makes sense for a Pinsir. Highly Indecent could be fun for a Pinsir. Squeegee Kid could be fun for a Pinsir. Pringles kind of makes sense. Shrek, Cushy, Cheese, Twizzler, that's kind of interesting. Tuna Panini, what? What? Digimon. Done. Mega evolved pincer straight up does look like a Digimon. Done. Titty Twizzler would actually make sense with those big two titty twister devices on its head. Digimon, done. Yo, what's up, M-Chew? Wow, dude. Titty twister devices? Yeah, look. When this thing gets a grip of those nips, it ain't letting go. We're talking purple nerps. And then, just when you think you finally are free of the pain, he mega evolves. Just when you think you're gone, you're done. He mega evolves. Highly flies away with him. Come fly with me, oh, come fly away. All right, we're gonna get this Electros leveled up. We're gonna get this Go-Goat leveled up as well. All right, now we might actually have an Electros-ite. Let's see. We do not. We must have not bought it yet. Boom, 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 boom. Go-Goat does not have an ite, so he's fine. All right, sick. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. All right, we'll bring our shiny bird with us again, McChicken. Our shiny boy, McChicky Nuggy. All right, we're gonna bring Emolga. We're gonna put Emolga away. Let's grab one more Pokemon that's worth leveling here. Let's bring one more Pokemon that we want to level up to level 50 real quick. A lot of stuff we're catching at level 50 plus now, so it doesn't really matter at all. Stunfisk. Bring him up. Bring him in. Wait, I thought Electros you got from a battle or something. I thought so. And she definitely used an Electros-ite in a battle, but it might still be something you have to purchase. Speaking of, we're at Quas Artico, but I don't think I have any Mega Stones. I haven't been smashing the Mega Stone as much as I usually do. Oh, I am. I'm stacked out at 999. I lied. Speaking of, let's go make some purchases. Have you filled your Pokedex? Yeah, so my Pokedex is completely full, except for literally one Pokemon. And that Pokemon is, well, almost. So first off, Zygarde. Then this legendary, which we're going to go get right now. And then 3 evolutions that I have to do. And then we're done. So yeah, sorry about that. So I need the 3 evolutions that I forgot about. I just have to go catch some Eevees. I've just been lazy. So like, that's really it. We could go catch the Eevees right now. I just got to remember where the one Eevee that I want to farm is at. You have a favorite shiny? Charger Bug, but they're not in this game. Dragowlite, Clefalbite, Scormarite. Oh, we already bought that. Electrocyte. There it is. Yoink. And Lucarionite. I didn't have Lucario's Megastone, really? Fill your Mega Evolution Pokedex. Point. Alright, 2 more for that. Give item to hold. Electrocyte. We're locked in, baby. We're locked in, baby. You want to see my wild zones? Here you go. Boom, 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 boom. Area 19 has EVs. Oh, I didn't realize that. I've only been in Area 19 a handful of times. Cool. Sure, we can go here. I need to catch some more Frou-Frous anyways. Oh, there's an Eevee right there. Wow. Oh, it sees me. Stop wishing. The only thing you should be wishing is wishing to get caught in my Pokeball. Stop. Don't do this. Don't make me hurt you. Stop wishing. All you're doing is wishing. I'm wishing you would just let me catch you, dude. You're not doing anything. Stop. All right, 1 Eevee down. No, somehow it saw me. Shut up. Okay, got it. Did I fix my boxes? I didn't go back to intake, did I? I didn't think so. I think this is all that I caught so far. Yeah. All right, let's move these over to intake. I like to keep things organized. Now that I've taken the time to organize my boxes, I'm even more trying to make sure they stay organized. I did it off stream. It's nice and neat. I didn't show it off to everybody, but like, look. So I have all... I think I have all the boxes available. There might be more, but there we go. And then starting here, Pokemon's 1 to 30 because there's 30 per box. And it's all organized per Pokedex number for the living dex. And then I have a couple variance boxes, a couple shiny boxes. And then my intake starts here where I just like store all the Pokemon that I'm catching so that I can sort them and release them and get rid of them if I need. I thought there was a guaranteed alpha in here. Am I wrong about that? Do all these freaking bushes regrow, dude? I thought I cleared all of these bushes out. What's up, Prog Time? They come back the next day. What sees me? What's attacking me? Oh. All right, where the rest of these Eevees at? You said up to 3 Eevees can spawn? Do they just run around the grapes? Do they just like run around the grape areas? Yeah, maybe I just got unlucky and there's only one. They're rare spawn between the grape bushes. Okay, so it really is just... I probably only got one to spawn. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I haven't spent a ton of time in this wild area. I kind of like it. It's morning, so the Drampa there, after 1/4 of the morning, alpha spawns. Wait, what am I doing? Oops. Not paying attention to what I'm doing. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. What's up, Zekaros? What's up, Raiders? Oh, don't the Pokemon take like a certain amount of time to respawn? I'm realizing like I don't know something about the spawn. I thought once you catch a Pokemon, it's on a delay before it comes back. Once you catch it. That's the thing I'm forgetting. All right, where was that other Eevee at that spawns outside of the wild zone that I know of? Let's run around for a second. I know what it looks like if I'm in the area. I just have to find the area. There's multiple, but I'm looking for a specific one. Yeah, there's multiple rooftop Eevees, but there's one that I know of that I like. As soon as I see the area, I know exactly what I'm looking at. I'm just looking for a stack of scaffolding. There's a stack of scaffolding that leads straight to an Eevee. I just don't remember where it is. Hope you all were having a good day today, Raiders. Thanks for popping in, man. Thanks for thinking of me. It would have been super nice if we could ride on the backs of go-goats, or if we could rollerblade in this game. I really do think that was a missed opportunity, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually planned and they cut it because of performance. Because at this point, they knew that this game had to run at a consistent 60 FPS on Switch 2. And no matter what, they had to make sure that that was a priority. So it's like, they probably sacrificed that stuff. They probably sacrificed anything that had to do with movement speed, because that's just frame tanks. Was it hard to find Dratini? No, not at all. I stumbled across Dratini on a rooftop pretty early in the game. Boom, 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 boom. What's up, Midge? Was there a shiny noise? No. So when you send your Pokemon out, that's shiny. It makes a noise, but it's different from the shiny noise. Here, I'll play it. That noise. You hear that? Blink. That's just me. It's me pulling out a shiny Pokemon. Now, it's not the exact same sound as the shiny sound, but it's close enough to trick people who are watching the stream. Yeah, it's not the exact sound, but it's close enough to trick us all. Believe me, I've been tricked by it as well. And I'm playing the game, and I've straight up been tricked by it more than once. Oh, hey, a colorful screw we haven't collected yet. Yo, let's figure out how to get that. Had to start winding down. Yeah, no problem, dude. We were playing Legends ZA. We got to rank D. Oh, nice. Nice, dude. Nice. Oh, I'm glad you popped in and. Geronimo! Very nice. I guess I have to get up there from the roof, huh? The roof is on fire.
You made it.
Yo, thanks for the raid, man. Super cool of y'all to pop in. There's the roof I'm looking for right there. How you doing today, Fark Squared? Welcome to the show. Okay, here we are. Do-do-do-do. Oh, you just finished the 1,000 trainer battles, dude? Nice. That's so epic. Are you gonna start shiny hunting? We're all waiting for this DLC. Plenty of time for the shiny hunting to begin. Shiny hunting will hold us off until this DLC, and then we'll just continue shiny hunting for the DLC. I wonder if the DLC is going to expand the Pokedex, and if so, by how much? Has anybody thought about that? Is the Pokedex going to get expanded, and if so, by how much? How much of an expansion are we going to get out of the Pokedex? All right, where I want to be is not here. All right, hopefully Area 19 has reset spawns. He already showed loads of returning mons. This is the worst possible door for me to enter. The literal worst possible door for me to enter, dude. Okay, he left me alone. Bark, bark. Bark, bark. Bark, bark. Just a wee bit of a grind. Just a wee bit of a grind. Whoa, that's another big... Dang, that's a bunch. Holy heck, there wasn't this many Kangaskhan's here the last time I was here. Oh my lord. Damn, 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 damn. Gotta go. Gotta go fast. Y'all watch the extended voice-over trailer for the DLC? These dimension areas are going to be some roguelike light-based off the trailer and the donuts. No, I didn't watch the extended trailer. Was there an extended trailer? Let's watch it. And yeah, we talked about that this morning. It's probably going to be a roguelike. Pokemon America. Yeah, roguelite. It'll be a roguelite. I don't see any extended voiceover trailer on their YouTube. I literally just see the trailer we watched. Is it like from the Japanese YouTube or something? I posted it in Discord the other day. All right, let me go look. Thank you for posting in our Discord, dude. Oh, that was probably the video you posted in the general chat. Yeah. That might be washed away. I don't know if that's still accessible. I don't feel like scrolling forever here. This is the same trail. This is literally the trailer from 3 days ago. It's exactly the same length and everything. 3.5 minutes. Let's watch it. Is it different somehow?
Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC. It's time to see what new adventures await you. Here in Lumios, a city shared by people and Pokemon, something strange is afoot. Distortions are forming all over. And at Hotel Z, a mysterious girl named Ansha appears along with Hoopa, the mischief Pokemon. Team MZ will borrow Hoopa's power to dive into one of these strange distortions. On the other side, you'll find yourself in an otherworldly, not quite Lumiose city. You'll encounter different Pokemon living and thriving there than the ones in Lumiose.
Yeah, this trailer's way different. We didn't see all these Pokemon in the original trailer, right? Not at all. No way. This is way different.
Something strange is afoot.
We didn't see all that.
Distortions are forming all over. And at Hotel Z, a mysterious girl named Ansha appears along with Hoopa, the mischief Pokemon.
Yeah, sick. This trailer's way better. I didn't know this existed.
One of these strange distortions.
Yeah, this is sick. I didn't know this existed. We would have watched it. I'm glad we saved it for today, though, since we're playing Pokemon today, you know?
On the other side.
Because the other trailer released on Thursday when we were playing Zelda. So it was like, I didn't really want to mix those camps too much. I was just like, you know what? Whatever. We'll just watch it quickly. Whereas at least, you know, now we're playing Pokemon. So this makes just way more sense, you know?
You'll find yourself in an otherworldly, not quite Lumiose city. You'll encounter different Pokemon living and...
Yeah, like look at that. They showed
quite Lumiose city.
Sorry, I'm just gonna do a breakdown watch right away instead of watching it once. So I'm seeing Cubone and we're seeing Alolan Marowak.
You'll encounter different Pokemon.
Alolan Mr. Mime, which is somehow freakier than the original Mr. Mime.
I'm living and thriving.
Charlie Chaplin ass. And then behind my camera, okay, we already knew about Larvitar. It looks like I love this Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of my favorite Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. The brick Pokemon. The block Pokemon. The salt boy. I like this dude. It was one of the first shinies I ran into in that game. Like natural free range. And we ran him on our team. I think he's sick. He has a bunch of really cool moves and everything. Super unique Pokemon.
There than the ones in Lumiose.
Galissopod joins us. Galissopod's dope.
Watch out. These Pokemon are hyper strong. Even seasoned trainers will need to keep their guards up.
Wait, so hold on. Let's go back and see what that we're looking at. So if you look at the top above my camera, you see like a timer. And it says that we're level plus 14 and we have 375 calories today, which is not a lot. So I better go eat some more food.
Watch out.
Oh, our calories are going down as we battle. Sick. I wish it worked like that in real life. Mr. Mime, I hate it. So then on the right side, it says, destroy floating Pokeballs, picking up sparkling items, catching wild Pokemon. So we're going to get points. So this is similar to the ZA Royale. There's certain things you're going to want to do, and then you get points. And then those points probably add towards something.
These Pokemon are hyper strong. Even seasoned trainers will need to keep their guards up. To go adventuring in hyperspace, you'll need help from Ansha and Hoopa. Ansha is a talented donut chef. She bakes berries into donuts for Hoopa to eat, awakening its power so it can open distortions and allow you to enter new pockets of hyperspace. If you use the berries you can find in hyperspace.
So we showed off some of these cutscenes this morning about, like, if you kind of see what they're setting up here, like, just kind of try to take in as much as you can. It seems like the berries are going to be used to make the donuts. And then the donuts are going to be used to open up different hyperspace. Is this like maps and PoE? Anybody play Path of Exile? Are we like creating a map? And then the map's going to determine the Pokemon that to spawn? Yeah. This is like maps and PoE. Straight up, dude. Like you're creating donuts, and then you use the donuts to open up hyperspace. And depending on the donut, depends on the Pokemon's levels and like their types and stuff potentially. Like it could control everything.
It seems you can make even more effective donuts. A newly arrived trainer will help you in this investigation. Karina, the successor to a line of Mega Evolution gurus. She'll join Team MZ in tackling the mysteries of hyperspace Lumiose.
Dude, she looks crazy with all those Mega Stones on her. She looks nuts. Yeah, level 70
Here's
Pokemon.
with a newly discovered Mega
Level
Evolution.
70 Pokemon
Mega Chimecho.
that they were battling.
In this form, Chimecho is flanked by dangling copies of itself. When they resonate with each other, they can unleash mighty sound wave attacks. There's also Mega Baxcalibur.
Hold on.
Sound.
Her Chimecho is also level 150, but it's yellow. And it says, look at this. I figured it out. Look at this. Above my screen, it says plus 57. And below my camera, it says level 157. Do you see what's happening? So the Chimecho is level 100, and it's getting plus 57 levels while it's here. So this player's Chimecho is level 157. So that number, that yellow number above us, is somehow affecting the level of my Pokemon. So let's say it's me playing the game right now. And we're going to be able to boost our Pokemon past level 100 as well. So we're not just fighting level 170 Pokemon with level 100 Pokemon. So you're going to be able to boost yourself up. And if you look above me, there's a plus, there's a defense symbol and a special attack symbol with a 1. And then there's a shield and a rock symbol with a 1 in blue. And then there's a sword and a sun or an ice symbol. It looks like an ice symbol with a 1 that's in red. So maybe somehow determining like this wild zone, this hyperspace dimension is like all of your special attacks are weaker, but all of your regular attacks are stronger or something. Like there's obviously manipulations. It must be the donut, right? Like there's obviously manipulations happening here.
There's also Mega Baxcalibur, distinguished by the blade on its back. Even bigger now, thanks to Mega Evolution. With such a big blade, Mega Baxcalibur can smash all.
And then look at the symbols. So look at now Mega Baxcalibur is 162. And look at the number above the screen. Level plus 62. So we figured out that mechanic. We don't know what the star ratings mean. We don't know what the 0 out of 20,000 means on the right of the screen. And then if you look, the symbols are different now above my camera. There's like a bug symbol or a poison symbol. There's like an eyeball. So whatever that stuff means, it has to affect what's happening. And Dazabound points up a great comment here. Trainer battles confirmed. So you're not going to just be in here battling wild Pokemon, which I thought that it was going to just be wild Pokemon. It looks like we're battling trainers.
Mighty sound wave attacks.
And look, it says knock out unaware opponents in one hit. So I'm assuming that it's going to have ZA Royale mechanics mixed in. So it's going to be the ZA Royale, but with wild Pokemon as well as trainers. That's kind of interesting.
There's
Also, what's this on the ground?
they can unleash
Look at the ground.
mighty sound wave attacks.
Look behind the Pokemon. It looks like there's like a warp or something on the ground. Look at that. Some kind of warp or something behind the character's head. You see that? Some kind of warping device. Yeah, the plus 62 is going to be like temporary, I think, while you're only in the zone. Exactly. You see it's like pointing, it's like arrows pointing. What is that about?
Also Mega Baxcalibur, distinguished by the blade on its
Yeah, like a elevator, but in the middle of the street. You see why that's weird?
back. Even bigger now, thanks to Mega Evolution. With such a big blade, Mega Baxcalibur can smash all kinds of things. Crisis looms as distortions form around the city. What caused Hyperspace Lumiose to...
Hey, I have one of these Pokemon that I use pretty regularly in Pokemon Go. And we ran them in Pokemon Black and White. Yeah. Muna.
Join your Team MZ crew and your new allies.
Wow, we're still eating croissant curry. S&M Queen, Cozy said.
And discover who or what lies waiting for you in hyperspace. The Pokemon Legends Z
Cool, nice. Thanks for bringing this to my attention, everybody.
Mega
Thank you for sharing M Online. Thank you, Flip Toast. Thank you, UMT as well.
Dimension DLC.
Nice, I didn't know
featuring
about this.
Additional story content and more will arrive December 10th.
And then we already knew about all this stuff. Free stuff, missions. This is all. So it was basically the same trailer for some things, but then there was a bunch of other stuff they showed off as well, which is interesting that they basically released two trailers, one for like television and one for YouTube that has more details. No other secret Pokemon releases, by the way. I was watching the whole time, looking at our teammates, our Pokemon's like team and stuff. And they didn't do any cheeky reveals. Like if you look under here, like there's nothing cheeky or anything like that. So I think we've seen everything that is available. I think we've seen everything. I was wondering if they would do like a super cheeky little like background reveal or something, but sometimes they like to do that kind of stuff. I love that we go back to Corbo's office because I love Corbo. So that makes me super happy. Yeah, no secret reveals with the Pokemon's team. It's all Pokemon that are in the base game. The Chimecho Mega Evolution actually looks good in the sense of Chimecho. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not gonna say it's the coolest looking Mega Evolution, but they did a good job evolving Chimecho further. Like, it actually looks good. What's up, Gingy Ginger? Good to see you, buddy. We just named somebody after your recommendation of Digimon. They did show on the website that there are donuts themed around Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon. What the frick? So, wait a second. You know how earlier I just said I like my roguelikes to have things you have to work towards? And I'm like, how are they going to give us rewards that make this make sense besides for story and plot, which story and plot is enough to have me do this. But like, all right, so then what happens after you beat the new story and plot? Legendaries. What if you have to unlock special donut materials, donut making materials to go and do special realms that have like legendary boss battles? And we get to fight like almost like the Sword and Shield DLC, but a little different. You know how in Sword and Shield there was like that legendary hunting mechanic and you would have to go down those paths to get to the legendary? What if instead you have to do enough of these roguelites over and over to get the materials to make donuts to go into special realms that have legendaries. That could be cool. That could be a reason to dive in. And it would make shiny hunting targets more difficult, aka no more AFK shiny spawning. And no more taking advantage of the permanent spawns. So this game will have the easy shiny hunting method and then the more traditional shiny hunter method, where you have to go into these modes and you have to just hope that you see one, catch it when you see it, no saving it, no AFKing. Yeah. And that's cool because it gives us the best of both worlds. More traditional shiny hunting, and then you could go back into the base game and you could do all the AFK stuff, you know? That's sick. That's sick. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll see you guys in just a sec. All right, we're back. Interesting, man. I'm pretty excited about the DLC. We'll have to see what they do. See what they do with it. Mistakenly, this is my first sip of water of the day. That's not good. Bam, 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 bam. Excited for Wish Blossom Rants? Yeah, dude, yeah. Yeah. We'll be checking it out. We'll be checking it out. I got some got reached out to for some opportunities, and I think we'll for sure be checking out Wish Blossom Ranch here on the channel. Seeing what the new DLC is going to bring to the table. And then we played the Kirby demo. We're going to be checking it out later. What's up, Minty? What's up, Chicken Wing Beef Juiciness? Yeah, we're going to be checking it out later. All right. I was on the hunt for Eevees is what I was doing. Dang, I should have like marked that area off on the map. There's like this perfect scaffolding spawn for Eevee. I think it's around one of the circle wild zones. Here it is. Bingo. Right outside 16. Perfect. Found it. And it's right next to this spawn, which is absolutely delightful. So yeah, apparently if you catch a Pokemon, it does take a couple minutes for it to respawn. So since we're not shiny hunting, we are going to have to wait a couple minutes between. But now I have 2 different spawns I can travel between, and that's all I wanted. Now I can travel between the 2 different wild zones, and I have 2 options here. No, this isn't the one. No! Dang it. I got so excited. Dang it. I got all excited. I don't remember where the scaffolding is for this. Right. All right, let's go back to Area 19. It looked just like the area that I'm looking for. I hate this entrance so much. Oh, it's an alpha Eevee. Yikes. Bam, 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 bam. Sorry, I'll turn it down a little bit. Oh. Scaffolding you're looking for is by 11. Cool, cool. Thanks, chat. All right, nice. How many do we got so far? 2. One more Eevee to go. Bam, 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 bam. Bum 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 boo. Got a shiny Pidgeotto. Its shiny form is ugly. What is shiny Pidgeotto? Just like a slightly different color or something? It's like not too different, right? It's just like a slightly different color. Uh-oh, nighttime. All right, time to battle. All right, we need to go heal real quick. Battling time. Finding a shining Eevee would be amazing, for sure. It's kind of in the same boat with the shiny Alpha Banette. Hate that it's just a slight color change, but the Mega does it more justice as a shiny. So I think sometimes the subtle shinies are cool, and I think sometimes they suck. So I'll give you a couple examples. I think it's actually pretty cool when a shiny is like, for example, like Gengar's tongue. Now I know you might be, I respect the opinion that like, but that feels like a waste. But I think it's really cool when you're like battling someone and you're like, oh, they got a Gengar. And then you're just like, all of a sudden it like sticks its tongue out and you're like, wait a second, that's a shiny Gengar. And the same thing for the Mega Man Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. The Mega Man Pokemon, only its eyes change. And I think that's so cool, actually. Like, because it's like, it's subtle. It makes you double take. You look at the Pokemon and you're like, all right, let's go. And then you go, wait a second, this is a shiny. So I think the double take energy is kind of worth it for sometimes. Now, when it's just a slight color change, it does feel pretty lackluster. Like Pidgeotto, because like it's not that you don't notice, you do notice, and maybe it doesn't look good. So like, yeah, I think there is a difference, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on that because it's a hot take that nobody really likes. Nobody really agrees with me on this take at all, and I've shared it before with other people. I like it when shinies feel exclusive, and I think that some shinies that are hard to identify feel exclusive. I think that's cool. I think it's cool when it's like you have to double take before you realize that you're engaging with a shiny. Now, obviously, hunting for it and everything sucks. But like once you get past that, you realize like it's actually kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. I like shiny Gengar. It's more gray now than it used to be, which is cool. Yeah, like they did the same thing with Slowpoke in this game. Slowpoke is actually a little bit more purple than he ever used to be. He used to just be like an off pink, and now he's like a little bit purple, which is super cool that they did that. I really appreciate what they did with Slowpoke. I always feel bad for colorblind folks. Yeah, that's why like they have been making effort. Like now the shinies have a sound plus sparkles plus a different color, and which all leads towards more visibility. But you're still right. At the end of the day, that's not in every game, and shiny hunting for some people probably has to just kind of suck. Like not really be accessible at all. Can I find a trainer anywhere? What the is this? Hello, dude? I went on a whole rooftop spree. I'm leaving this zone. Can we get a trainer, dude? What? What is going on, dude? I was like on 2 different rooftops. I fell down to a pit. Nothing. Hello? Just tried drill running a Pidgeot. That's not how that works, chat. All right, let's just start off this fight with a super effective dark attack. Or sorry, a regular dark attack. Because we have a mission for it. Then we'll drill run here. Dang. You forget Steelix is such a defensive heavy Pokemon. It can take a couple hits, dude. Doesn't matter if it's weak or not. Big boys in town. You said that just means all Pokemon are shinies? That's so funny. I'm colorblind. So all Pokemon are shinies. What a cool attitude. I'm hoping to find something that's weak against flying, dude. I'm being a little bit picky this time, but I might just have to get into a fight here. Oh, here we go. She fought me. Bam, 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 bam. What up, Seta? Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. I'm finding stuff that's not weak to flying. I put all my eggs in the flying basket and it's not working out. Bam, 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 bam. The night is young. I never thought about it that much until I watched somebody who was colorblind play DK64. Yeah, I grew up with a colorblind friend, so I've kind of always knew what the limitations of colorblindness really do to a gamer. Just through, you know, hanging out with him and gaming with him our whole life. And like, he would never complain or anything. Rarely do colorblind people do, but we would still like try to make a point to like help him out if we could. Like one time, way back when League of Legends was still new and there wasn't a colorblind option in League, one time we were like super stoned playing the game because, you know, that's just what you do. And our colorblind homie started like walking on the battlefield, like against the next, like towards the wrong team. Like it was like super funny. It was like playing a football game and scoring in the wrong end zone. It was super funny, dude. It was like, I remember this specific moment that happened. It's like, he's like, in our base trying to take down the towers, and he's like, dude, like something's wrong. Like I can't attack these towers, bro. And we're like, homie, like you're in our base, dude. It's like, we're like, dude, like you're not, do you not realize? Like, it's pretty funny. Yeah, now it's red. Yeah, now the game's different now, right? Dang it, dude. No, nothing that's weak to flying, dude. This is brutal. I shouldn't have put all my eggs in the flying card basket. Zap cannon hits, man. Zap cannon hits, dude. Bow, 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 bow. Bam, 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 bam. Planet Kitties, not the black and white TV. That's too much. Yo, you couldn't give me a cup of coffee, dude, and heal me up? Oh, 3 max revives is pretty nice. I'm not gonna complain. Yes, somebody who could be weak to freaking flying. Finally, dude. Finally, dude. Can I fight it from over here? I think I can. I think if I can... Whatever, just start the fight. I don't care, man. What? Pokemon just fell off. So did she, dude. She doesn't know what to do. I love this game. It is kind of jank sometimes. That's okay, though. Because jank can be fun. What? Detect? You better get that trash out of here, dude. You're getting brave birded now. Land super effective fighting moves. We're so close. We need one. We need more. I was hoping not to kill him too fast, but it happens. Sneak up on your opponent before they spot you. Sure. Garbodor. Up explosion. That's all these garbage bags do is explode. It sucks. He's gonna do it again, dude. I'm just gonna stand here. All right, maybe not. Thanks for making me look like an asshole. Okay. The battle is over. So you know what it is? I don't think his Garbodor has any attacks outside of poison attacks, huh? Because that could be what's going on. So once it realized it has no attacks that can affect me, the game just stopped attacking. Because it was trying to use poison attacks, which I don't think affects steel. So I wonder if that's what's going on. I wonder if the game is like, well, we can't do anything, so we're not going to even try. Yeah, like, I wonder if that's what the game, like, the game is like, we only have poison attacks, so game over. You would think it had 2 other attacks, though. It showed Sludge Wave and Gunk Shot. You don't have 2 other attacks, dude? What if I just walk over here? What is going on? What is happening? Why is he not what if I switch Pokemon? Wow, scumbag! You killed my Go-Goat, dude? You freaking scumlord! I told you that's what's going on. This is what happens when a Pokemon has no attacks. I figured it out. This is what happens when a Pokemon has no attacks that affects a Pokemon. It's a standoff. It's a staring contest. Look. I've never seen this. It's so weird. What's up, Robo? Yeah, maybe it wasn't coded to use self-destruct and explosion because it was the last Pokemon in its team. I think that is my I think what just happened is that because it was the last Pokemon in its team, it didn't want to self-destruct itself to lose the battle. Right? Like, that actually makes a ton of sense. So instead, it was forced to use poison attacks, but poison attacks didn't have any effectiveness, so the game was coded to not use those attacks. So then it just stood there and stared at me. That's my breakdown. Because I think that's why the first Pokemon that came out did use explosion. And that's why I made the joke, because they always explode, but apparently not. Apparently not if they're the last Pokemon. Yeah, same here. I'm not sure, Prog Time. Just a theory right now. But time doesn't move. Time doesn't move when you're... Time doesn't move when you're in a battle, so that's why I was able to do that and just like hang out. Garbodor uses Uncomfortable Stare, a reminder of all of your past grievances towards Mother Nature. Garbodor uses... I don't know if I'm allowed to, if that joke's allowed to be made nowadays. Never mind. Bum, 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 bum. What do I do with my treasures? You can sell them. All the treasures don't have any use in the game. I was waiting for something maybe to happen where they did have a use, but they don't. You can just sell. You can sell all treasures. They have yet to have any use that I've discovered, so... What? How did I not do any damage with Drill Run just now? Okay. This is scary. Camerupt actually a big problem for my team right now. Oh, because Heat Crash has it teleport into the sky. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is really bad for me. I'm gonna Mega Evolve. just because for funsies. Nice. The Mega Evolve helped because I avoided an attack. That's so funny. That's actually one of the reasons why competitive players of this game are convinced that Mega Pokemon are the best. Because what they'll tell you is that Mega Evolving in the middle of a battle actually gives you a slight advantage because you can avoid one single attack with it. So strategically, Mega Pokemon in PvP make the most sense because you get a free, right? You get a free dodge. You get a free protect once every Mega Evolution. And if somebody's coming at you and they're giving you trouble, you can use Mega Evolution to avoid an attack. So a lot of people online are like, yeah, no matter what, Mega Evolution are the only thing you should be taking into PvP. Being able to dodge a full attack is way too important. Which, like, when it comes to min-maxing, I'm going to be real with you, they're not wrong. Like, when it comes to min-maxing video games, that is technically right. Like, yeah, like, if you're trying to play by the rules, if you're trying to play by the rules of the street, you probably want to have Mega Evolving Pokemon. It saved my Emboar briefly from a Gyarados waterfall, and then I hit back with Wild Charge. Yeah. So it's kind of nasty, actually. I actually don't like that, because I don't think that there should be anything that forces players to feel like they have to use certain mechanics. That's why I don't like legendaries in VGC. That's why I don't like legendaries in like battles, and I will die on that hill. And same thing with this mechanic. Like, to be fair, I don't think that's cool, and I think that that should not be in PvP. You shouldn't just be able to Mega Evolve to dodge an attack. But because this is a new battle system, you know, it makes sense. Like, it's a thing, dude. Like, you just have to kind of accept it. It's a part of the game. I heard the new meta is just going to be spam Xerneas. Sounds about right. It's a legendary, right? Like, of course it's going to have the highest base total stats next to Garchomps and stuff, and you just spam, yeah. Sounds about right. Give players an optimal option, and they will ruin everything to be optimal. That is gaming in a nutshell. Give a player a system to break, they will break it, even if it makes their game not fun. Even if it makes the game completely dry and boring and uninteresting, they will always do the boring, uninteresting, dry thing just so they could have a couple more ranker points above the next player. And it's just so uncomfortable. It's so unfortunate, rather. What's up, Elrod? But to be fair, from a different perspective, just to keep conversations healthy, a different perspective is that people want to have fun playing with legendary Pokemon, and a lot of people love legendaries, and a lot of people think that legendaries is super cool. And who am I to say that we shouldn't allow that? You know, who am I to say that people's favorite Pokemon shouldn't be allowed in battles? You know, like, that's not right on my end either. So that's why I don't like really care that much. I just enjoy the game. I just play it for what it is and move on. Give me 2v2 doubles. Now, that would be sick. 2v2 doubles would be sick. You want to know what I found out though? I am Dan. I found out that you can do private lobbies with just 2 players. Meaning, that's right, you can do private lobbies and you can do one-on-ones in this game. And now I'm thinking about how we should be doing one-on-one tournaments and fun stuff like that. I didn't know that. So originally when this game came out, I was like, okay, I guess I won't host a tournament because 4-player tournament sounds weird and messy. And how do you declare the actual victor? You know, private battles have points and stuff. It's just weird. I'm like, whatever. Whereas I realize now that actually this game has potential for fun tournament stuff, dude. Because you can go in 1v1s. You can do 1v1s in private matches, man. You have to admit that that's cool. 1v1s sounds like a blast to me, dude. Like that just sounds like a blast to me, dude. Like that's so cool, dude. Two players just going at it, and then you can even make special rules, like you can only mega evolve once per life or once per battle, because what, the battles are like 3 minutes each, right? So what if you made a custom rule set that was like you're only allowed to mega evolve once per battle in the whole 3 minutes? That would be so cool, dude. It would really create a challenging experience. All right, at what point am I gonna mega evolve and just start going in on this dude's Pokemon? And then you could still switch that mega evolution out and switch it back in. But that is your mega evolve Pokemon. It's done. That's your choice. You chose that Pokemon. That's it, right? Like that could be really cool, dude. Yeah, random reject, right. Like you could use the point system for the tournaments if you wanted to, yeah. And like it would work for free-for-all. It just wouldn't work the way that it would be different, which is what you just said, right? Like, because really we would have to sit down and find out what things are worth the most points and what are people just gonna do to farm more points. That's the problem with free-for-all. The only problem with free-for-all is what it actually does is it creates an experience where if you were to do like a tournament, that players would just farm the best point-making mechanics. And they wouldn't actually battle each other. Whereas 1v1s, you could just straight up say who wins the battle. Done. And then you don't have to deal with people being weird farmers, you know? Like, it's like playing Mario Party and knowing that the bonus at the end is random so that you turn your whole gameplay based around landing on question mark spaces, like knowing that like I can get more bonus stars. It doesn't really matter what happens in the battle because I can get more bonus stars. Like it's kind of that vibe. It's like, do we really want to make an experience where people can just show up and not actually battle, but instead do like weird things to win, you know? Nice, look at that. Look at that. 180,000. That's the most I've ever made in one night. Wow. Yeah, what's up, Brittany, dude? I hope you're safe. All right, nice. Let's go take our challenger on. Let's go get our next challenger ticket. This is challenger number 8, I think. And we're just a little bit out from doing some Kirby Air Riders this morning. So if anybody has the Kirby Air Riders global test installed, we're gonna start playing that here at around noon. All right, let's go heal our mons real quick. I like the classic set of bonus stars versus random. When I've seen people play classic. Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly, Tofu. It's like, it completely changes how people play the game because they're only playing for coins or they're only playing for winning mini games. instead of like just playing the game, not being weirdly sweaty, and then just letting the bonus stars be like a special thing. That's why I like the random bonus star system better from modern Mario Party. While it's a little less competitive, it's more fun, and it encourages people to just enjoy the game. Instead of like, oh, I better play a certain way. Like, don't be weird, you know what I mean? Like, but a free-for-all tournament would totally work. All right, we're gonna start with Shaboombafu. All right, y'all down for this? Challenger match number 2 today? Number 3 today? Oh, we're fighting Naveen, which means we're fighting Scraft, which is okay for us. We have flying types. All right, let's do this. I really wish they had 6 Pokemon. I know it would make it a lot harder, which is why they don't have 6. Because just that one extra Pokemon could be too much for casual players, which is fine. But I do wish they had 6. It would be more epic. All right, Wing Attack doesn't do it. Mega Horn hurts. Spark. Yikes, Shaboombafu is poisoned, took some big damage there. We're gonna try to just do as much damage as we can. And we got one shot. Power Gem is a B word. What do we want to do against Sableye? I don't even know what typing it is. Let's go ahead and bring out Barbicle. And let's go ahead and Earthquake in its face. Barbicle is just a good choice because it just takes hits well. So when I'm not sure about a type matchup, I just send out my boy Rob Boss. All right, see what happens here. Yo, Jay Kaiser with 22 months. Bring it in, baby. Earthquake again. Followed by a plus close combat. No! We died to Sand Tomb Earthquake combo, which is nasty. We're going to go ahead and pull out Feraligatr early here, and we're going to Liquidation. All right, Feraligatr, you got to get out of that Sand Tomb. Get over here. Get over here. All right, Aegislash comes out. See what he does. Earthquake, you're done. King Shields. All right, I'm gonna Swords Dance in front of King Shields because we have time. And I'm gonna Earthquake again, one shot. All right, let's send out our flying type. And let's wrap this up. This is an easy one for us. This was an easy one for us here. All right, Scrafty, let's wield your Mega Evolve power to maximum. Honestly, Scrafty's Mega Evolution is cool. He's like a hip-hopper. Look at him. He's got his little gangster hood on. Just leave me alone, bro. Oh, I don't have any flying attacks on my Beedrill. This is a mistake. Oops. Uh-oh, we might actually be in trouble here. No, we're just gonna power through it with Feraligatr. I don't care. Feraligatr, just end this. Mega Scrafty looks like he's gonna drop a rap album. What's up, Happy Book Writer? All right, 10 pieces of experience candy locked in. All right, nice. So we've now completed 8 reward matches. Nice. We're cooking. Let's go check our Mabel's research. We're at 404 out of 500 battles. The grind is fierce, so we need 696 more battles. It doesn't stop for anybody. All right, now we can take the quick moment here to go find our Pokemon in intake real quick. Oh, we never got that third Eevee, did we? Oh, that's so sad. All right, we still have a third Eevee to go hunt down, apparently. All right, so we have Electros has made it to level 50, so Noodle is done. Let's bring Sharpedo up to level 50 as well. Our Stunfisk is level 50, so we're done. Anybody else in here? Let's bring our Tyrantum up to level 50 as well. And then I think we have a Mega Stone for Sharpedo. At least I think one exists. Sharpedo Knight. We still have to do the DLC quest, but we'll get there. We're not in a rush, man. We're not in a rush, man. We'll get there. Yo, thanks for the follows coming in. Also, thanks for the subscription on YouTube today. Subscribing is a free way to support, and it's very kind of you to hit that subscription. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know what that means, chat? Hold on a second. We are very, very close to 3,000 YouTube subscribers. We are 4 subscriptions away from 3,000. That is epic, man. That is so sick. Check out the YouTube support if you're new out there, and you could be one of our first 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you for hitting that like button over there, and I hope you are enjoying the show. Now, we are going to do a game swap here. Pokemon fans, don't worry. More Legends ZA will return, but today we're doing